Hi, Age here, back in Civilization, and today I am going on an adventure. Couldn't figure out what civ exactly I wanna play, so I started an adventurer series, which pretty much means random leader, random map, and I will let Sid Meier to take the wheel and decide what I am playing and where. So with a short intro, let's just get into the game. I am in, and it seems like I'm playing Spain, which is a nice civilization. Haven't played it on this channel yet, so where do I settle? I have a 2 food, 2 production tile, but if I settle here I lose 1 production because that's a forest. Not that many great tiles, so maybe I just move on a copper and get 2 extra gold in my capital. Move my warrior. And let's settle in location. I do have fresh water, so I don't need to worry about housing. I do have 2 food, 2 production tile to work immediately. Now, I have no idea what map this is, and that's part of a puzzle. I could be settling on a coast of Pangaea, somewhere on the edge of a map, and that would be a pretty big map. So I could get value out of scouts, but also, since I don't know what kind of map it is, that's the thing. When you select a map, you already are working with some information. When I'm playing random, I have no idea, because this might be a Terra map and I could be surrounded by 3 or 4 civilizations already, which would mean war. So I will take precaution and get myself a warrior. And now it's a good time to talk about what makes Spain Spain. There is a bunch of text in here, but most importantly, I get +5 combat strength fighting against players following other religions, so I am incentivized to get a religion. With Treasure Fleet, I am able to form fleets and armadas way earlier than any other civilization in the game, with Mercantilism, meaning that I would get access to way stronger units than anybody else. That's a potential for some naval warfare. And I am settling on a coast, so if there's some kind of islandy map, I could go for warfare, absolutely. Also, this ability is indulging in my addiction to trade routes, giving me +3 gold, +2 faith, and +1 production per trade route. And if I'm trading between different continents, all of these yields are tripled, so I can have insane internal trade routes if I choose to. If I do have a continent split, however, I get insane value out of that. Cities on different continents get +25% production towards districts and a free builder when founded. This is massive tempo to get those cities up and running. I have my unique musketman replacement in Conquistador, which gets +10 combat strength if there is a religious unit nearby. Another military mixed with religious unit stuff going on, but the most important thing is that I could get up to +15 combat strength, like that's a next tier unit. So if I'm fighting on the even footing, Conquistadors versus Musketmen, I am eating them alive. There are no two ways about it. I also convert the cities once I conquest them with Conquistador into my religion, which could be nice bonus, but whatever. And I do have my unique improvement, which if placed down on a different continent than my capital would give me +2 faith, +1 production, +1 food, and +1 science for every adjacent campus and a holy side. A little bit of loyalty later, but who cares about that? It's not that significant. Let's keep scouting around. I need to find where I'm gonna place another city. Technologically though, I do have fresh water, so I don't need sailing. I do get benefits from a religion, so maybe I'm gonna rush astrology to figure out if I can even go for a religion, because if I do have neighbors, that's pretty much war. Let's see how that goes. I might not have a luxury to get myself a religion. But that's a part of a puzzle. I don't know if I want to call it a challenge, because that's gonna be determined by what I have. +1 population. Okay, I'm gonna build that warrior faster and I'm gonna get myself a settler. So it may be a challenge, it may be just adventure. That's why I call the series the Adventurer series, because I just don't have information to work with. And in the past I played similar series. I called it random, I think. But random just is such an overloaded term, to be honest, that I didn't want to use it anymore. Like, the random implication could be that I'm playing with random game modes. Archery has been boosted, okay. It could imply that I am playing with random resources or something, random tech tree, so the only things that are random in this game are the civilizations and the map itself. So, Adventurer, I think, fits perfectly. And I do see a little bit of faith on the soul tile. That's a natural wonder, so go ahead, discover it. boost my astrology. I'm getting it next turn.
A physician without a knowledge of it.
I have access to holy sites. Where could I place that? I mean, maybe somewhere here, a flat tile that I don't have a use for. Next to a reef, I could place down a campus somewhere. I could even get myself maybe a harbor inside, but that's a +3. I could get a better harbor here. That's a +4, not bad, especially with shipyards when that adjacency is gonna get converted into production as well. And with double harbor adjacencies, the bigger the harbor I can get, the more I will get out of it by doubling its adjacency. So in the technology tree, I can go for sailing, I suppose. I could get for animal husbandry to check what kind of tiles do I have, but I don't have all that many tiles. And if I want to place down districts here, well, horses spawn on a flat tiles only. So I could get screwed out of holy site, while campus could be fine. I could place it here near the desert anyway. Yeah, something like this. We'll have to figure it out. Too little information I still have to work with. I need to discover what the hell is going on in here. And I found Bologna. Bologna is a little bit far away from me, but I am the first one to meet it, so it seems like I do have a little bit of land to sim. Okay, so I can play a little bit slower, train a spearman. It could be doable, but I don't have those unlocked just yet. And I have no idea when I'm gonna unlock them, so maybe at some point in the future I could do that. Sure. I do have another freshwater location with a 2-2 production tile. This could be another city potentially with a harbor inside. Could drop down a holy site somewhere. Maybe here, maybe here somewhere. Where I could get more value, I don't know. We'll figure that out, but I want to see what's going on around here, because this city doesn't have all that many good tiles to work. Yes, there is a reef tile, which is interesting, but no production, no 2-2 production tiles to work. Literally no hills, so unless I have horses somewhere, this city is gonna be in a rough spot for a while. And I would like to get city as close to my capital as possible, while also having the best possible production so that city could come online as fast as possible and start producing. I will take discipline in case I fight barbarians. I don't have any scouts, so that's no value for me. I get God King because it does look like I'm on kind of a big coastline with a lot of sea resources, so the faster I could get God of the Sea Pantheon for extra production on all of these resources, the better my cities are gonna get, and that Pantheon is not gonna get stolen. And since I have juicy trade routes, well, let's be real, if I wouldn't have juicy trade routes, I would still go for foreign trade. This is exclusively for extremely early warfare to rush. And I am not on the warpath just yet, so yeah, let's just get as much value out of my trade routes as possible. I want to build up my cities really quickly, get as much stats as possible.
It is not that life...
Ooh, another city-state, Nanmadol. Oh, this is good. Because Nanmadol is giving me +2 culture on all the districts near the coast or lake tiles. Oh my god, this could secure my cultural output from my holy sites. Like, this holy site would give me +2 culture, this campus would give me +2 culture, this harbor would give me +2 culture, without building theater squares. This is insane. I like that. What does Nanmadol want? A trade route? Well, that's really doable. Let's check the technologies. Let's get animal husbandry maybe to check where the horses are at. Or I could go for celestial navigation. I could improve 2 sea resources right next to the capital, which could be good. Could be. I do have a lot of gold, so maybe I will just buy myself this tile and pre-place my holy site. That's a +3 total. Where's my next city? I could settle a city here on the Plains Hill to get extra production. This could be a juicy holy site, and I could place down Government Plaza somewhere in between. This city could get either a holy site or this could be a campus potentially, something like this. Something like this could be good. Not an amazing Government Plaza, doesn't give a adjacency for 6 districts potentially, but at least 3 juicy districts could be alright for me. That's all I ask. Or I could move my holy site somewhere here for even more adjacency. Actually, that's not even more adjacency. Well, immediately it is, and it provides extra adjacency here, but this tile would be very expensive. Yeah, I will need to buy myself a trader with those juicy trade routes that Spain has. And this city is way better than this one. It doesn't have all that much food, but at least 2 food, 2 production tile to work. 1 food, 3 production, 1 faith tile to work immediately. And a nice holy site. Yeah, that's all I need this city to do. At least for time being, and later on I could even get myself maybe a Colosseum in here. Like, I can have a bunch of coastal cities that are gonna provide me with either navy or harbors or whatever I desire, and I can have an inland city that just provides infrastructure like science, culture, amenities or whatnot to all the surrounding cities. Ooh. Really? That's a different continent? Oh, come on, man. I mean, maybe it's not that bad settling on geothermal, but there literally isn't anything to work apart for a couple of crab tiles. I don't know, we'll see, maybe at some point, but not anytime soon. Right now, I just need tempo, the best cities possible to settle as fast as possible, so that I could catch up to that AI to reach that breaking point where I start to take over the game in whatever win condition that I want to get it. I have a settler, let's go ahead, settle that Plains Hill. And I could go for another settler, but that's 18 turns. Oh man, I could grab myself a builder. Maybe I should buy myself a builder to improve these sea resources, as my pantheon is coming up soon. Or I could build up myself a holy site. I still haven't replaced it. I bought a tile and didn't replace it. This is a sin. Yes, remember my choice. Nobody's currently going for a religion. Maybe I could get it. Maybe. We'll see. Let's check what's going on around Nanmandol, I suppose. Because this mountain range is blocking me from checking what's on the other side of my, I don't know, continent, island. Island is a better word.
Every nation lives by
I have access to a trader. God King. God King is fine. Discipline is fine. And culturally, I could go towards early empire to get myself discounted settlers, so I could use this time to get a holy site, maybe in both of my cities, and then plug in colonization card and shit out a bunch of settlers as well. Great Bath is gone, that's fine, I don't need it. Let's find the city. Settler has finally arrived into the location, and I could use a holy site, I could use a trader. Holy sites, this is a juicy +4. Let's get that. And I will need to save up a little bit of gold, 170 for a trader. State workforce has been boosted, holy site has been placed. And 1 religion is already gone, choral music and Watts. Okay, let's check great people. Wow, I just checked and nobody were making any great profit points per turn. Yeah, that's why I'm saying I need to contest the religion early, so I might get myself holy site prayers. I do have 186 gold, so let's get a trader to improve this city. This city is gonna be coming online very quickly. Yeah, I do have a private island, so I can take my time to get the religion and then explode. So the plan would be, ideally, I would like to get into the Dark Age now. Since I'm going for holy sites and the harbors, it would be similar to the Viking playthrough, where if I get Dark Age in the early game, it doesn't matter, it doesn't do anything for me. But if I get Heroic Age in the next era, I could get Monumentality to be able to buy myself settlers and builders and traders with faith. And I would get culture from all of the districts that I place down, so in this case it would be holy sites. And since I'm gonna be going for harbors, I could also take free inquiry to get science out of the adjacency of my harbor. So even this harbor would give me +4 science and +1 culture from the dedications of the Heroic Age, if I can get there. A trader, let's send the trade route to Nanmadol, +1 production, +6 gold, +2 faith. So I'm gonna get my pantheon relatively quickly. Yep, here it is. Let's get God of the Sea for the production from the fishing boats. Religious settlements are not available. Not that I really need them. Grow your cities to at least 6 population. You're working this style, you need to grow. And this city is growing in 9 turns. I will need a builder, I probably will have to buy it. I will move away from Celestial Navigation, let's get Animal Husbandry, because I can boost this. I just need a builder to do that. Okay, my Holy Site Prayer project has been completed. I have 17 points. I would like to get myself a builder, but I don't know, let's make another project. And I'm actually not gonna finish this Holy Site. Well, I can put in more turns into the production, but if I want to get a Dark Age, a splendid Holy Site like +3 and above Holy Site would give me +3 error score as well. That would put me over the threshold for the Dark Age, so I can put in a couple more turns into the Holy Site, but I don't really want to finish it. Early Empire is in the position where I can boost it, so I will go for Craftsman. Literally 1 turn for the city to grow, 4 turns from Madrid. Yeah, I'm not gonna be wasting my culture. Let's invest it into another civic.
If there are no dogs in heaven.
Do I have any horses? I do have somewhere near Bologna. Well, I'm not finishing this Holy Site, let's get a monument instead. Or a builder, I could use a builder actually. I could make it in 7 turns, but I think I will get enough gold to buy myself a builder faster. How much does a builder cost? 200 gold. Okay, 200 gold. I kinda was expecting 170. So I need 70 more gold. It's like I'm making almost 15 per turn. It's about the same, so let's get a monument instead. And I don't know if I can boost irrigation, so maybe I get mining into irrigation, something like this. So that I would be able to chop if I want to. And yeah, I would be able to improve this luxury resource and another tobacco tile. I do have a few plantations here and there. Another project has been completed. Let me see. Ooh, well, this player probably has the religion already, so probably not my competition, probably. But I'm not taking any chances. Another Holy Site Prayers project.
Look back over the past. With its
Land Surveyors, I don't need God King, I would prefer to have production or colonization to get settlers out of both of my cities. That could be alright. And for the governor, I don't have all that many jobs, so I'm just gonna go with Bengala in Madrid. I have enough gold to buy myself a builder, finally. Let's do that.
I thought clay must...
Pottery, I have access to granaries. Cordoba is probably gonna need a granary because it doesn't have all that much food. Maybe I could make myself a farm triangle here, but that's really expensive right now. So I'm gonna have to wait. Let's improve the fish style. Let's improve the turtles as well. And 5 turns until I get a religion. What am I willing to invest into? It's not worth doing Holy Site Prayers project because by the time I finish I already have a profit. Shrine, monument, granary, maybe I just grab myself a settler actually. 2 turns until the next era. Let's invest 1 turn into Holy Site and then start working granary.
Without craftsmanship.
Right, production towards builders and military units, don't really need it. Let's get granary going. And let's get to the state workforce for that government plaza. Let's improve turtles. Okay, good. I can pre-place my harbor. But let's finish that settler. I don't want to finish the harbor either because that's going to be a +4. I'm going to get +3 error score out of it. I want to delay it for the next era as well. Here is my Dark Age, lovely. I am getting a religion, so I could get myself Exodus of Evangelist for +2 error score every time I convert a city into my religion. I could convert Bologna, I could convert Nan Madol. Could go for Eureka's, but +2 error score, that's like +8 error score with all of my cities, right? So yeah, that could contribute a lot to my heroic age. They do have 1 extra builder charge. What I would like to improve it. I have irrigation coming up in 2 turns, so... Well, actually I get production out of my fishing boat, so let's improve another fish tile.
The man who has grit enough.
And now I can also finish my Holy Site. Let's do that. Holy Site into the granary. Would be great. Improve this. Scientifically, I have archery boosted, so yeah, I could do that. I would also need a galley. 2 galleys to boost shipbuilding would be nice. And also to scout my territory for even more era score. I do have a prophet. Let's go ahead and establish my religion. That's gonna be worth some era score as well. Here's +3 era score from my holy site. Find a religion, that's a bunch of era score as well. And Spanish Inquisition would be pretty cringe, so I'm just gonna call my religion the Unexpected. A little bit better, but not crazy. Work ethic, of course, I like that production. And for the beliefs, what would I like to get here? Well, building is not worth getting because I would still need to unlock temples before I am able to place it. And by the time I could get myself an apostle and finalize the religion anyway. Especially because meeting houses are gone. Those buildings would provide me with production. So Gurdwaras are next best, I think. Or stupas to get amenities. Well, there are options, that's what I'm saying. I could get something here like getting extra science for the followers of my religion. I don't know where my campuses would come online, so maybe this wouldn't be bad. Or I could go for some warfare and go for a crusade. +10 combat strength when fighting within the borders of foreign cities that follow this religion. The problem is that I don't have a good way to spread my religion, apart from a passive spread. So I don't know how much this could contribute. I don't know if I want to go for this immediately. I think I have a better option with cross-cultural dialogue to get extra science, because my campuses are not going to come online anytime soon. Thinking about it, like, I do have a campus here in Madrid, but I still need a government plaza from one of these cities. Which means that this city that is currently slowly growing towards 3 population is gonna need to wait at least until 7 population to place down this campus. If it gets a government plaza, or at least +4 to place down this campus. But then, if I'm getting a government plaza in my capital, this city would have to wait for 10 population to place down the campus, because I do have Holy Site, I'm gonna have a harbor, on 7 population I'm gonna get government plaza, and on 10 I could place down a campus. That's a very long time until I'm able to get value out of that district.
May the forces of it is equally important.
I have archery, I have unlocked government plaza, that's great. So in the technology screen, I don't know how soon I can meet another civilization. This is one of the easiest Eurekas to boost, but well, I don't have any neighbors right here, so that's a good problem to have, I suppose. 4 turns to research that. That's okay. Alternatively, I could go for bronze working. What is my plan in here? There is a potential for naval warfare, but naval warfare wouldn't come before square rigging, before frigates, because I wouldn't have a good way to deal damage to city centers and walls unless I'm willing to slam caravels into the city center, which, if I'm fast towards caravels, could be good, but if enemy has man-at-arms, this unit will be too weak to do anything, and another ranged unit, quadrireme, is just one range, so it's gonna die to something. I can feel it already. So square rigging would be necessary. The thing is that I cannot have frigates without discovering niter. So is this really necessary for me boost right now? Not really. I should be heading somewhere here to unlock more resources, maybe check for iron. Build a quarry to boost walls. I could build walls to boost engineering. With engineering I could get apprenticeship, more adjacency towards my industrial zones if I plan to have any, which is going to be difficult with holy sites and stuff. But building an aqueduct would boost military engineering as well, so this is potentially a lot of science. Can I build myself a quarry somewhere? I do have one here, I do have a bunch over here, so maybe there is a potential. Culturally, I'm gonna head towards political philosophy. I want the next tier government as fast as possible. And a promotion, I could get more culture to get that government faster with Bengala. Here is my settler, so could go ahead and settle this city because I do have harbors unlocked. Let's get more arrow score out of the harbors. I am making 14 gold per turn. How much does a galley cost? 260 gold. I don't know if I want to buy them, if I want to build them with extra stuff. Maybe I'll just get myself a settler quickly. Let's settle this. And let's start working on that harbor. 57 turns, but and that's fine, that city is gonna grow. I'm getting political philosophy in 7 turns, so maybe I will need to plug in a builder card and improve a bunch of my tiles as well.
I'm also interested in...
Can I buy myself a missionary anywhere? I don't have shrines, right? So Cordoba is gonna have to take care of that. We'll need a shrine and spread my religion for extra era score. Because I will need 33 era score. I'm currently on 19. Quarry could be boosted. Mine a resource. Can I mine a resource? This could be a mine on a resource. So I guess, yeah, sure, let's invest into writing because I cannot boost that. Here is my harbor, political philosophy in 1 turn, so I could use a lighthouse. I could make myself a bunch of galleys. I guess let's get me a builder. I will buy myself a galley. That's +2 era score. Maybe I can find other civilizations or city-states.
Writing is easy.
Right,
Politics is the art
writing.
of the possible.
I'm gonna take Classical Republic. I don't know if I'm gonna stay in it, because I do have potential for war with oligarchy, so if I build a government plaza, whenever I will finish my second government plaza building, which is Ancestral Hall probably, because I will want to settle more land with my monumentality in the next era, I am gonna lock in one of these cards, so +1 yields or housing and amenities, or +4 combat strength towards my melee units. So I can go for Classical Republic to get housing and amenities and extra great people points. But then I can switch to oligarchy before I complete my next tier government building to get the card for extra combat strength if I'm looking to go to war, which might be on the table. But I need more information, that's why I have the galley. Urban planning is great, settlers, I can finish the settler, I can get Ilcom card for builders, I will need those. Charismatic leader to get more influence points, because potentially I can get some suzerainties going. Especially with Nanmadol, I already have 2 envoys, and you want me to train an archer, which is possible, and I would get suzerainty and Dara score out of that. Training a spearman might be more difficult though. So writing, I could go for currency, I suppose. Let's go on the culture tree. I could go for theology. Most of the stuff in here is boosted. I'm not planning on building a wonder anyway. I would get access to my temples as well for more faith, and I would get access also to a scripture card, which would double my holy site adjacency bonuses, which in return would also double my production adjacency. So +8 production in this city for running a card looks like a good deal to me. Where am I settling next? So potentially I could settle somewhere here to get era score out of settling Tundra for the first time and era score for settling a wonder. But I don't have any quarries around. I could potentially mine a resource though. A soul tile. I could have a city somewhere here later on. Not on freshwater, but maybe later. But I could have a city somewhere here. Maybe I could just send it somewhere here to capture more territory around Nanmadol. And I would have a quarry that I could boost as well. So either quarry or... yeah, I'm getting more era score out of this. Let's settle that city. I have a builder. Let's get... what exactly? What do I want? I want a lighthouse, that's for sure. That's gonna give me another juicy trade route, and this trader has completed its trade route, so let's send it to Seville to boost this city a little bit, as 20 turns for a harbor is just unbearable. Let's get more production in that city. Settle this. +3 era score, and I could go for either a holy site or a harbor. That's a +4, but that's too good of a tile to kill. So I guess I could go just build up a holy site for a little bit more faith output towards my monumentality. And then I could get a harbor somewhere here, for example, +4. Not bad. Yep, not bad. So you are trading with Madrid now. Let's get more productive tiles in the capital. Ooh, a civilization. Gitarja, okay. 72 signs, dude!
Money.
Dude! And you do have a religion. Well, I can get a religion and spread it next turn. I don't like this. Another continent. Let's go to technologies. Am I waiting for quarry and building the resource? Maybe I am. Maybe I can just go towards shipbuilding and boost it with another galley. Well, let's get capital going. Faster it builds itself up, it can provide builders to the rest of the cities. And I need to spend my faith to get a missionary. Hanging gardens? No, I need more builders. Let's send my missionary to Bologna, and I can buy maybe another one to convert Barcelona and Seville. So much era score, but I only need one. I need one era score. So maybe I just did an overkill. I can chop this tile though and improve it with a mine.
All the world's a stage.
Theater squares have been researched. I do have another envoy. Let's get suzerainty of Nan Madol. Getting extra culture out of it. And extra era score. So I don't really need those missionaries any longer. But I am getting science out of it, so might as well get some conversions going.
I like to say I practice.
Well, I'm not gonna even try to convert Nan Madol now. 2 missionaries, really? Instead, I could get myself, what exactly? Another builder? Maybe an archer. Archer could be okay, because I can change my government. I'm not currently making settlers any longer. Urban planning. Let's get a Gogi in. So let's get an archer. And I do have another envoy. Train a spearman and train an archer. Archer, I'm gonna get spearman. I could get a spearman actually. Yeah, I could, because Envoy of Bologna is a little bit more important. Oh no. That's gonna kill some population, isn't it? Chop this into a shrine maybe for more faith. Alternatively, I could go for a monument for more culture. Could go for granary for housing and food. So many good options. Or I could get myself an archer and get 2 envoys. One for archer, one for spearman. Convert Barcelona. Archer has been completed. Okay, so that guy gone away. That's fine. Go bother somebody else. I will need to build up my stuff now. I will need another trader, but I'm making a little bit of gold per turn, so I should be fine. Free population in Cordoba. That's Grasslands Hill, so I can chop it and replace it with mine. For a little bit of extra production.
We can no more have exact...
With access to temples, so much stuff to build. I would like to get myself monarchy. Build 2 temples, I can boost that. But I'm not getting to construction anytime soon, so let's get games and recreation. 2 envoys, sure, let's take suzerainty of Bologna as well. Start generating more Diplo favor that I can sell to AI. That's a pretty decent business plan, to be honest. Bologna got converted. Here is my spearman. Kill a unit with a spearman would give me a boost for military tactics. And with shipbuilding I can boost by getting myself a second galley. I am 50% there. I guess I can go towards masonry maybe. Or maybe straight towards engineering by getting wheel, and I wouldn't have to build ancient walls. That could be okay. Let's work on that temple then. That's a chop. Another mine, apprenticeship has been boosted. Let's buy myself a trader. And I could use a galley. 2 turns until I can change a government, so maybe I can get myself a car to build naval units faster. Guitarji is on 84 science. Dude, I just started the game. Why do you have to be like this? Lighthouse and the monument could be okay. The city is growing in 2 turns in population, so I will need to place down my holy site as well. Trade for production with Madrid.
People who cannot find time.
Alright. I should be heading towards monarchy, I suppose. Although I would like to get feudalism as well. But we'll see about that. Not enough to convert Nan Madol. Well, maybe passively through my passive spread I can convert that city. Let's keep scouting. Let's figure out where Indonesia is at. And this is a different continent. So I could have triple deals from my trade routes and a free builder by settling here. Okay, let's send my warrior and my spearman here, maybe even my archer, so that once I get shipbuilding, my land units will be able to embark and maybe I can clear some barb camps and boost myself some technologies. Oh, I found Mali. Would have preferred to meet him 8 turns later to get some error score out of it, but what am I gonna do now? It is what it is. Let's get another builder. God damn it, met another city-state. Mogadishu, what do you want? Military training. What do I need for military training? Clean barbarian camp? Nope. I need to build an encampment. Well, that's not gonna happen. I'm going harbors, not encampments. I have plenty of stuff already to build.
I've lived through some terrible things.
I have another builder. Let's help out City of Seville a little bit. I need this plantation, I need that turtle tile. That's the most important one for me. City is growing in 20 turns. 20 turns, man alive. That's the same as not growing whatsoever, so meanwhile you can make me more builders, I suppose. Barcelona has finished a holy site. Let's get a shrine for more faith. I need to accumulate more faith for my monumentality, so that I could basically settle all of this continent for free. Or not continent, island. I'm mixing that up always. Whatever. Let's get more science out of Bengala. And I could get myself a government plaza. That's my government plaza, right. Okay, finish off that shrine. Let's get a great admiral. I can scout with him a little bit as well. There's no point in having it in the city center doing nothing. I don't know if I want friendship with Gitarja, but sure as hell I will take the delegation. Especially if I would be interested in going to war with her. Because that would mean that as long as I don't accept her delegation, I'm getting +3 combat strength against her with diplomatic visibility. Another builder is out. Which tiles is this city working? Bad tile, you're working one bad tile. Could get watermill for +1 food and +1 production. The city really doesn't have any food, so maybe that's okay investment in that regard. I'm not happy about it, but I need to feed that city somehow.
Normal people believe defense.
Here is my heroic age. That's exactly what I was waiting for. So, free inquiry, paintbrush and boys, and monumentality to steroid my empire significantly. 30 science, 36 culture, and I am able to buy myself anything I desire with faith. Well, not in this city. The city is struggling too much. Could get myself a settler in Madrid. Or I could tank this city potentially to just get a bunch of settlers somewhere around. But you know what? I'm gonna leave that for the next episode. I think I accomplished my early game plan very well. Still have no idea for what kind of victory condition I would be going. I would be interested in some naval warfare. That could be cool, but we'll figure that out next time. So thank you guys for watching. One love. I'm out.